This time I'm going to do a different pattern in the border and show you how to create your own corners. So here's my border, same border, add a pattern, a line pattern, pattern. Now I'm going to go down to the geometric. This is going to be really simple. I just want the cloud. Continue. Okay, now this time I'm going to create a corner. So I'm going to start my line pattern in the middle of the quilt. This is the center of the quilt. And I'm going to make these clouds repeat over 2 squares. So from here to here will be 1 repeat. From here to here will be 1 repeat. And I know that will make an equal number of repeats until the corner where there's this little bit. But I'll show you how to deal with that. So I'm going to start in the middle. It's defaulted back to 2 inches. I'm going to bring this over. And I know that my needle's over the seam line. This pattern happens to start and end on the seam line, so I don't need to shift it at all, but I do need to increase the height. So I'm touching pattern height, and I'm just going to drag it, make it taller. There's the top of the border until I think it looks okay. I'll bring it down a little bit. Okay. Okay. So now I'm coming this way to this seam line. There's my 2nd repeat. My 3rd repeat. Because I'm using the piecing as my guide, I don't have to do any measuring. I'm just really counting the blocks, counting the squares. Okay, now I've got this little section to do, and I'm going to drag it across, and I'm looking at my image now. I'm watching the repeat come, and I'm watching for when the center of it is over that diagonal line. Distort a little bit, but okay, because I'm going to do some editing in a minute to create a nice corner. So that's finished. Now I'm going to come up the side here and create a nice corner pattern. So I'm going to do add pattern, line pattern. Now it still remembers that I chose a cloud and it's still got the height I chose. I'm going to come down here, touch OK, and I'm going to go up. Now you'll see the pattern is actually on the wrong side of the seam line. I want it to be over here, so I'm going to flip Y, and it's popped it into the seam line. So that's okay. Now I'm going to go up here. This is again, I'm looking for this where it crosses the diagonal line, or where it makes a nice pattern when it crosses over this one. Go up a little bit further. Okay. Okay, and I'm finished. Okay, now I need to cut off those long parts so that it makes a nice pattern. So I'm going to add edit pattern, and I'm going to split the patterns. I'm going to zoom in so I can do it easily. Turn the zoom off. I'm going to split one there, and I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to split this line here, and I'm going to delete this. Yes, and now I'm going to go out, and you'll see that that's created a nice pattern in the corner. So when I stitch, finished. When I go to sew, I'm going to go sew this part, but I need to swap the start and end points so they match up. And then there must be a little gap, so I'm just going to do continuous stitch line, and then I would sew that. Again, swap start and end, continue. And that then it will stitch all the way around the corner. Now when I do the other half, I would start in the center and go out to the edge, and then up here and create a nice corner design the same as that. So that's how you can create your own corner designs. Now some patterns, there'll be lots of lines there you have to cut and split off to make a nice corner motif, but it's worth the time, because now when you've done it, I don't want to save my stitching sequence. Now I can go in and I will save a corner. So I'm going to split out, I'm going to zoom in here, I want one repeat, the corner, and one repeat. So I'm going to split here, and I'm finished, and now I'm going to join these three together. So add edit pattern, combine, zoom in, and go. So this will be the first pattern, continue. This will be the second pattern, and see I need to swap the start and end points because they're in the wrong place. Continue. Now there must be a little gap there. I'm going to just tell it to continue a stitch line. And then this one, swap start and end points. Continue. And I'm finished. And then I can save this little corner, save a pattern, this little corner section as a pattern. So I can use it next time and the work's all done. So that's how to create your own corners.